Hi, Brian.
All right, we're here though. We're talking Fatboy FadeAway episode 248 here. We're ready to roll here on a Sunday morning. Casey, Tyler, Brian, you know the crew. Terrell, I'm sorry I sent it to you about 20 minutes ago. For some reason, the X thing makes you get a code now for messaging, and I wasn't. So, anyways, sent you the link. If you want to jump on, feel free to jump on there. It is 10:30 out his time, so we'll see if he wants to come on, say some nice things about Brock Purdy, and we'll see if he wants to join.
I exposed him on X. He went into the bush about his command.
Tremendous. Well, you know what, Brian? It's not always team for team. Let's understand that. Now, this is personnel for personnel. That's all we gotta. That's all we have when we're. You gotta understand fan bases that are not spoiled like you guys. They get defensive.
It's called Niners envy. You wish you had a franchise like you do. Come on.
Now, the one thing that I will say is they haven't won a Super Bowl since I was 10. So there is like if we're going to a macro level, but obviously. You guys have been much more competitive, and so there is that part of it. You guys have been to multiple Super Bowls, but I always, me and Terrell we come from sensitive spots. He comes from an even more aggressive spot, I think, a little bit. But he feels the way he does. And I do want to get into Purdy a little bit more though. But I was talking about the Cal game last night. It was definitely more people there than the Stanford game last year. When I went last year when they played SMU, I told you it was like going to an Oakland A's game. Minus 5,000 people, which is hard to believe. So felt like negative people there, just SMU fans last year. And then this year I go to Cal. It definitely was a little bit more Cal fans there for the last game, but not packed by any means. It's so crazy. Have you guys ever been to a Cal football game? I know, Casey, you have. It's literally if you sit not on the Cal side, like directly, you're literally going up 75 flights of stairs, depending on where you sat. And I look at the seats. Where are we at? Row 4. Great seats. But every time that was 71 stairs times 2. So there you go, 142 stairs. And we were dead up there. So we want to go to the bathroom. Do you really need to go to the bathroom? You need to think about this trip. Is this it?
For Darren, that must have been torture.
Oh, Darren was like, we got to the end of there. He's like dying a couple times. We were we were like right there, corner of the back end zone. If you were looking at it from left to right, we were on the left end zone, and so basically on the opposites on the SMU side, and we're about 4 rows up, right there. Brian, kind of remember me and you and Hannah sat, but like complete total opposite end zone there, and there was a lot of great plays. Cal quarterback was awesome last night, even though he was terrible versus Stanford. He was really good last night. It was on the money. The receivers were good. Defense was solid. I thought it was going to be a typical Cal game, though, and they would lose at the end. But they sucked it up. But the stadium was awesome. I enjoyed it. I hadn't been there in a few years, but I liked getting back to it, except for the $55 parking. That was a little rough. But I was like, next year. Well, Brian, remember when me, you, and Hannah must have walked like 2 miles to get there. I don't remember Hannah at the time, but she must have been a trooper there. We parked at Berkeley High School, remember? We just walked straight up the hill because I forgot it's quite the walk there, McGurk. Quite the walk.
It's an uphill battle. For sure.
All down in
I
California.
think we walked through the tailgates, right? I remember that.
Yeah, they had that, and they had the fraternities there that you're going through. We tailgated a little bit at the high school. But it was weird because everybody parked there, so
I probably had a couple joints on the way. So.
Yeah, a couple 40s.
No, not when you're driving. Not when you're driving.
The passengers, for sure. When I went with my brother, he found like some staff parking. I was like, oh no, this feels illegal, but no ticket or anything.
He found staff parking. It was a Saturday. You were good. Anyway, it was a fun game though. 35-31.
Very questionable. Goal line touchdown call though.
It was. I was right there. Like I said, I'm right there. I couldn't tell from that angle.
It was not on TV, but they'll count it. So.
ACC rest. We like it.
The guy was short by like a half a yard, and they're like, "Oh, this will come back to the half-yard line," and then.
Don't they have lasers now? They have lasers for this.
I don't know, but the announcers like, I guess they see something that we don't see.
So that was fun last night. Xavier's first football game. He enjoyed that. They just don't understand though. I try to make this point to them, Brian, I'm not made of money. So when you want a hot dog, you're taking $12 out of it. yeah. When you want a nacho or a souvenir, Xavier, you're taking $50, and I'm trying to get them to understand what the amount of $1 is, and they're not, other than getting Pokemon cards for $3, which is reasonable. I don't think they understand. Like, I'm like trying to drive this point home. Dad, come on, man. We just want 2 sodas. I was like, did you bring $25? Did he bring which is insane.
It was like when you went to Disneyland. You said you bought a pin. And it was like over $20 or something.
I know.
A random 3-pack of pins. Cut your pinky off.
Might as well.
Yeah.
I'd be like, do you just want to take my 401? I mean, you want everything? Like, what do you want for this? I know. That's why, like, whenever I go by the stands at sports games, I'm like, you know what? The only thing that sounds good is popcorn for $7. That's the only thing that sounds good. So, anyways, that was my night last night. T, how was your Thanksgiving week?
Well, it's been good. I always enjoy Thanksgiving. It's probably my favorite holiday of this time. Christmas is too much, a little over the top.
I agree.
Thanksgiving has that nice settle in, just hang out with the family, throw a couple back, eat good food, delicious food. Shout out to my mom. She's always on top of it. So, yeah, I had a great time with my family.
Watched any of the football, basketball? What were you guys doing?
Watching college basketball. A lot of football, obviously.
College basketball. Duke, Arkansas. So it was on the Dukies. Yeah. The National Duke, Arkansas.
Hoosiers impressive.
What's your go-to Thanksgiving one again? What's the side that you're? Is it stuffy?
I mean, if I'm outside of the normal mashed potatoes and like probably green bean casserole and stuffing with the gravy on top.
Nice. That's a good combination right there. Are you a pumpkin pie person? That's the.
I like my grandma's pumpkin pie, but I've had pumpkin pies I hate, so I don't. I normally stay away.
Brian, I don't know if I can see you as a pumpkin pie fan. Are you a pumpkin pie fan?
Yeah, I like that. My mom
all right.
Pumpkin pie back in the day. So,
how about pumpkin spice lattes? Are you a fan of the pumpkin spice latte? No. He's a thumb down for that. Would you, Case? Obviously, I saw you Thursday with the game over there, and we were talking a little bit about Brian getting ready for the show this Sunday and how we were going to have some fun with Brock Purdy. We were going to have a little fun with him this week. He was back. You guys get the win 20-9, but I had to just write Purdy bad just to be a little. I mean, you still moved to 8-4. You get the win. Thank God the Panthers quarterback was even worse for you. I can't think of his name right now. Number 1 pick. But Bryce Young, thank you. I mean, Tyler, you were watching some of it with me the week before that, and I was kind of making comments to you like he just underthrows sometimes. He throws catchable balls, but he's underthrows a little bit and gives the defender a little better chance. 3 interceptions. The defense steps up. We'll get into them a little too, but let's start out with the star of the show who was back. What'd you think of Purdy there? And are you worried at all? McGurk. Unmute yourself.
Sorry. Yes, I'm worried. I'm concerned. It's been a long sample size now of a lot of turnovers. He's turned into like a little Brett Favre the last like 10 games where he just tries to do too much and he doesn't have that fastball that you need to have to be Brett Favre.
Yeah.
Do I still think he'll be good? Yeah, I think he'll figure it out. I think Kyle will rein him in, coach him up, get him a little easier throws. I think he might struggle today because the Browns are good. The weather's going to be terrible. It's not optimum position for Purdy to be in, and his toe still seems to be. The 3 interceptions were terrible. People are like, oh, they were like everyone's like, oh, they were the right reads, but just bad. I was like, no, they weren't. He had Kittle right in front of him for 15 yards on the second interception, maybe even a touchdown, or he could have ran. Which he did 2 plays before, which made me think, oh, maybe his toe's still hurting. He doesn't want to run as much. You don't realize how much it hurts. Do I believe in Purdy? Yes, but he's back in kind of you got to prove it to me.
What do you think, Brian? You had to be obviously a little frustrated with 3 interceptions in the first half, but besides the defense stepping up, and I do want to get into them, just Purdy's performance. What were your thoughts?
I mean, I think he's going to bounce back today. It's a perfect game where he's going to have to get back to dinking and dunking, and he's not going to be able to air it out in this kind of weather. And I think it sets up perfect for us because I think we're good at running the ball and controlling the clock and stuff. So
yeah, well,
I
if
mean,
you have a Raiders offensive line,
we're not the Las Vegas Raiders. We will beat the Browns.
what were you saying, Case?
Sounds like a lot of built-up excuses. To be honest, that's
Your Panthers lost, buddy. You can't talk. Raiders suck.
Right.
Panthers lost.
Ryan, he can have an opinion on it, but yes, I agree. The Panthers did
You
lose.
can't get this guy to stop talking trash, even though his teams are trash.
That is true. Ryan, I told you. When you're a fan base and you've been through not a spoiled era, you get defensive at things like this. We can't sit there and drink Fanta at 7:45. We cannot do that. We have to drink a large cup of coffee just to survive a Sunday out there. But Casey, what was your thoughts? Besides Brian, as your opinion, making excuses, what do you think of Purdy out there overall, without being? I guess
what you think. That's what the podcast is for, to speak our minds.
Be a total hater.
To take it.
I just don't see how you could say he played a good game. I don't see how you could say the Niners played a good game. I think their defense played a hell of a game. I'll give you that side of the ball. I mean, it was a sloppy game. That interception that you had against Bryce Young was huge. I mean, that was a big time play. It swung the game back towards you guys. So you can't say you dominated the game and like the Panthers suck and the Niners are great, because 3 interceptions and J.C. Horn went out, which was the guy that had 2 interceptions, and that was a big key. 8 wins is huge, Brian. Don't get me wrong. It's not like the Niners completely suck. They're probably the most resilient team there probably is this year. If you were to take if you're going to take the 2 best defenders off any team, and then have your starting quarterback out for multiple weeks and your best wide receiver out, you probably have a year like the Raiders are having. So you guys are 8-4. So it's very commendable, but I'm just saying you got to put things in perspective too. You can't just say, "Oh, we beat the Panthers," and you guys are telling me they suck. So
we won. So that's all that matters at the end of the day, is beating a team which your Raiders can't do all season. So that's a difference.
Yeah, but I think it was a sloppy win, though. It was a sloppy win, though, at the end of the day.
Do you think it was a sloppy win, right? Was it a great performance?
You won by 11 points. What do you want?
But did Purdy play good, though? The team played well.
No,
but
he didn't play
if you're being
good.
honest,
it's just
that's
like
all
these
we're saying.
Instagram fans. It's like the sky's falling. We won the game. Sometimes it's hard to win an NFL game, and we won it. We're 8-4.
Damn you, Trent. You love Trent Dilfer too, didn't you?
I'm agreeing with it. It was a good win. I'm just saying that wasn't the best that you guys looked. If you guys played, I don't know, let's say you played the Chiefs or the Lions, I don't think you win that game.
With the Lions, was the Lions 8-4 now too?
No, they're
8-4. They're 7.
That was a big loss they had, actually.
7-5. Yeah. Let's circle back to it then, Tyler. Obviously, Brian is right. At the end of the day, a win is a win. Moved 8-4, you get it. But it does matter a little bit how you look in terms of trying to think ahead. I do think the Niners legitimately are a dangerous team, though. If they have, like I said, they're not going to be scared going into a road playoff game. They have good coaching. Purdy, though, we'll see how he does today in the next few weweeks. It's good. Let's be realistic. He's a good quarterback. And you have Kittle, who's looking good again. You have McCaffrey. So you guys have dangerous guys that can make a difference. The defense was always the concern. And then they show up, and they hit hard finally. They were fast. Again, maybe the Panthers' offense helped a little bit with it. But the one thing I like about Saleh is that he looks ahead better than most defensive coaches. He's able to see weeks ahead, and then he gets his defense ready, and he knows how to use his personnel just way better than most defensive coaches. He just is he's not perfect, but he's okay, this is how we're going to win. And he's able to do that with his personnel. So I don't know. He's to me one of the more impressive defensive coordinators the last 5 years for sure. When he was, obviously I know he was head coach for a while too.
I agree with you about Saleh. Saleh's good. Saleh doesn't have a very complicated scheme though. It's basically get pressure with 4 and cover. and that's
on
what
Madden.
they've done. And the 4 isn't getting home. So the defense, I know I'm going to sound like I hate the Niners, but I just don't believe in this defense. I felt like Bryce Young played awful, made dumb decisions. He wasn't accurate. Credit to the Niners where it's due. They got a sack, 13 on the year, still last in the NFL. But they showed up when they had to. They got turnovers. They won the game for us, which is what they were asked to do. And that's a credit to Saleh to get them ready to do that. But I don't believe in that defense against good quarterbacks.
Pass rush, just too much.
Yeah, you can't. You need a pass rush to beat good quarterbacks.
Now, Huff is your guy, right? He's got to be the guy that steps up. He's got to be the guy that kind of steps up another level. But the schedule is gonna. I feel like the schedule is gonna allow you guys to build some confidence here the last few. I mean, you get the Browns today. I know we've said they have some weird house of horrors there the last couple times, but wasn't it Moody maybe missed a kick last year or something like that? And so he's not on the team anymore. But you got him.
I just don't believe in Sanders at this point. I think he can make mistakes in this game.
I agree, Brian. I think that you guys. I mean, I'm kind of curious just to see how much you guys beat them by, so the Raiders could say this. I mean, you know what I mean? Like he threw an interception. I wouldn't say he looked special by any means. He did have a nice throw on the run. There was no doubt about that. But like, I don't know. I wouldn't say he looked unreal. Maybe I think the Niners have a great chance to feast today. Just don't allow 10 sacks and 20 pressures.
Dude, I was
oh my
right.
God.
Like, you're going to take the over-under. I told Darren before the game, I had to go 5 sacks for Garrett or 3. It was just about right in between. I was like, God, he's so good, though. I mean, he's going to break that record. I mean, he got 18 with
18 and a half.
And 22 and a half's the record.
Yeah, I don't. I think that record's going down. I think it's going down.
Shocked if it does not.
Well, Garrett's such a beast too. I mean, who's the Niners left tackle? They'll probably move him to the other side too a little bit. Yeah, Williams. They'll probably move him to the other side a little bit too. That's going to be the key for you guys. Just don't let him wreck the game. Don't let him wreck the game, and you should be able to beat the Browns. And then next week it's the Titans.
We have a bye week, and then we play the Titans after that.
So I mean, and then I know you guys.
Then it gets a little more difficult.
Yeah, you got some kind of tasty matchups at the end. Like you got Bears, Niners Sunday night, and then what do you got? Then you guys are playing the Colts on a Monday night. It's such a random game. Week 16, Niners at Colts. It's just kind of a weird. They had that other one with the Panthers. It's kind of odd matchups that you don't see. I guess it's not division or rivalry type of stuff. So, yeah, I mean, so you like your chances today, Brian. I know that. Tyler, do you think? I know you kind of probably a little nervous, but come on, they should be able to beat the Browns.
It's going to be a tough game. They haven't won there since 1984. Has
it been that long?
Of horrors. Yeah, since they won in Cleveland.
They did.
And Purdy struggles in the weather. We're going to see weather. I'm going to pick the Niners, but I feel like I have a homer bias.
Yeah, I think you guys should be able to beat
1917 Niners.
I would say you guys should be able to win 28-10.
No.
I think you guys should be able to win.
That's a lot of points.
I think we give up any points.
I think the Niners can score. I'm not.
I just heard Brian. It's check down city. It's cold. It's going to be a little rainy. Like 28 points.
They're slippery in the snow.
It's always the opposite with Casey. Come on, Casey.
Brian, the opposite. I think you guys. I think after I see that,
you just said, but
the Browns didn't look great last week. When I saw the Browns, I wasn't that impressed with them last week. I mean, I have to, you know what I mean. That's part of the reason too. And the Niners have way more to play for. The Browns aren't in Vegas partying. I mean, they have their fan base will. Well, who will have more fans? Their actual home today, or where they're at Vegas last week? Who will have? Will the Browns show up more for which crowd? So insane too. Anyways, I think
he's gonna knock on my parents' door. He's like, "Could I get Brian's Tim Couch jersey today?"
Let's get him, burn it. You gotta wear it for good luck. I think you guys should be 10-4. Going into your last 3 games. We'll see where you're at. You should be, right? I mean, Tyler, think about that. 10-4. That's a good season.
Good.
Yeah, so we'll see. But the drop off could be real as well. I think that's what Niners fans with the injuries outside of Johnson here are a little concerned about with the long term. You know who had the most interceptions in one game?
This year?
No, just ever.
Ty Law, 4.
Good guess. Good guess. 4 is the correct answer.
Might give Cromartie.
Hot.
I think he
The
went
ex-Raider himself, D'Angelo Hall, 4 interceptions is the most recent to get that one. So and then got his ankles broken by Hopkins in that video.
One of the funniest videos of all time.
I was like, nobody deserved that kind of more than D'Angelo Hall for that while. So, did you guys see the Hall of Fame semifinalists that came out by chance? Did you guys see any of that list from the NFL?
It's so few.
Yeah, I was curious, like, because I look at some of the names and I'm like, that guy was really good. Like, okay, so like if I go to quarterback, Drew Brees, Manning, Rivers. Rivers, we can agree, is not a Hall of Famer, right?
I don't know.
Right? Rivers is a Hall of Famer. Man,
I don't know his numbers in front of me. So.
Jim Plunkett's not in, but you get in Rivers. Unbelievable. We're speaking for my dad, right?
Red culture.
The culture there, right? Come on. How do you not get 1978 Jim Plunkett in there from Stanford? Okay, Brian, do you think Rivers? I mean, you guys, I'm like, no way he's a Hall of Famer, but I guess I'm wrong. I knew he was good, but
I'd probably say he is in the Hall of Fame right there. Are we finally going to get Roger Craig in the Hall of Fame? That's
nope. He didn't make it to the semi. I mean, unless he's in the veterans. Maybe he's in the veterans thing, but with the semifinalists, he's not. He didn't make the cut. I guess Manning would also be the hot topic. Yeah, Eli, is he a Hall of Famer? I don't know.
Just as a postseason, yeah.
You got to put Plunkett in then.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that. I believe me, being a Raiders fan, yeah, I've heard this argument from my dad for years. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. I mean, because Eli Manning, I believe, had like just as many interceptions as touchdowns, as win records, just not that great. I mean, really, what it comes down is to the 2 Patriot postseason games and beating Tom Brady, and that's pretty much why he's going to get in.
And a lot of us enjoy that part of it.
Yeah,
a lot of us enjoy it. We were Eli for a little bit. I don't think he's a Hall of Famer either. Eli. I remember being one of the more frustrating quarterbacks at our time. I think that people forget about. He wasn't like, if you look at his record year in and year out and like some of his season stats, he had some good years, but he wasn't like, he was very inconsistent at times too, But so I don't know if the playoffs get Nick Foles in too, then I guess I don't know. Frank Gore and Fred Taylor at running back. Is Gore finally getting in? Is he a Hall of Famer, Tyler?
Absolutely, he's a Hall of Famer. I don't think he's getting in with this class if there's only so many guys that can put in.
You can vote in as many as you want in the NFL.
Oh, really? I thought there was I thought 7 was like the max.
I feel like I've seen way more.
Maybe. I don't think
maybe it's unlimited vote.
He should be in.
You think? So I don't know. He's a tough one too for me. I think Larry Fitzgerald's automatic. And then there's pretty good wide receivers like Holt Smith Sr., Hines Ward, and Reggie Wayne. Like good players that are on the ballot. Like they obviously can't all get in, so it'll be interesting. Like what that. And then I guess the other controversial one, if our guy Jason Witten, is he a Hall of Famer?
Eventually. Oh. He has the Frank Gore stat.
Let's have a stand on. So he is a Hall of Famer. If he eventually gets it, he's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, he's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah,
I think that too.
Wow. Maybe Derek Carr does. I
don't think it's Derek.
I mean, everyone gets in the Hall of Fame in the NFL eventually. You just have to wait.
Really? It takes a while. So you say they have to suffer for 30 years, maybe, before it actually happens. Is what you're trying to get to.
Man, I mean, like to your Phillip Rivers point, I mean, like he's the 3rd best quarterback on that list, obviously. I mean,
is he worse than Eli? I think the Giant. I don't know.
The
Super Bowls.
He never made it to a Super Bowl. I mean, he had great teams. Antonio Gates, LaDainian Tomlinson. He had
one of them wouldn't play in the playoffs. He'd sit on the bike with his helmet on, just staring off into space.
Yeah. I mean, he did play with the torn ACL.
He's out there with a torn ACL, messed up knees, limping around, and that guy's just staring into space.
I thought the best moment of Phillip Rivers was that Monday night game when he was talking trash to Jay Cutler.
Oh yeah, him and Jay was a good little rivalry there. They had a good little good thing going there. Yeah, River. I mean, I feel like in that Patriots game, either he was hurt or LT was hurt. Somebody, I think it was him that was hurt in that the 1 year they made it to the AFC Championship game, and they played in Foxborough. And I feel like he was banged up like really bad in that game, and there was a reason you knew going in they probably weren't going to win regardless, and then he was like kind of really hurt, and you're like, yeah, they're not going to win until he's hurt.
No, yeah, I think that's when he tore his ACL.
Okay, so that's what.
And I don't think LT played.
Yeah, well, they weren't the Chargers anymore, basically.
Wasn't it? I think the guy that was starting was Darren Sproles that game.
He definitely made an impact in that game.
Was that when Norvell Turner took over?
I love that you call him Norvell.
I know. I like that too. That's good respect. That's good respect for your elders right there. I think it was when Norvell was there. All right, I just want to throw in a couple of quick ones. Adam Vinatieri, hell yes, that's set up
He's like the whole thing.
Don't you bring that game up, Brian? Don't you bring that game up?
And then there's like, I look at the defense. Like, I don't think Earl Thomas is a Hall of Famer. He was really good, but I don't think he played long enough. But here's like the rest of these guys. I'm like, I'd probably say they're all Hall of Famers. Darren Woodson, Rodney Harrison, Terrell Suggs, Luke Kuechly, Kevin Williams, Vince Wilfork, and Robert Mathis. So like all 8 of those guys were like studs. Maybe Kevin Williams would be the other guy, but he was a stud for the Vikings. I mean, like those are all like 8 guys where I'm like, you're in. Yeah, I would not. I guess maybe Kuechly. Kuechly wouldn't get in baseball. He wouldn't get in.
Kuechly's in. I think Mathis might be the guy that you hold out because he was the second best pass rusher of that like team. And like when people are going to look back at it, Freeney's going to be the main guy.
So Reggie Wayne can't get in until Reggie Wayne has to get in first before Mathis. He's the second guy. He's got to get in first. I got a pecking order for all this thing. So anyways, I just thought that was kind of a fun conversation looking at some of those things. And then Steve Wisniewski, the only Raiders, Wisniewski, the only Raider there on the list. Sorry, Roger. I thought I got emotional there. Dapping up Christian before the game, getting emotional there. I saw that right. That was right there. So that was just some other football stuff. Any games you guys looking forward to this week or anything else NFL on your mind, Tyler?
Guys, starting Matt Stafford's very good.
Those Rams, they're the best team by far.
I believe they're the favorites to go to the Super Bowl of any conference. I'd have them as my most confident team to go.
How about your Caleb Williams Bears? They're the big win over the Eagles. Starting to suffer.
The Eagles felt like the 2 years ago Eagles that just are quitting.
It feels like it, right?
They're terrible. They have so much talent. They're boring. That doesn't make any sense.
Is it a Hurts thing? I mean, we talk about Purdy so much.
Sirianni and Hurts thing. I think it's a mixture of the two.
I mean, you can't the tush push, the fumble, Brian. Talk about a little salt there. Like, all right, we got it. Like,
we're missing a subject right now. Gino flipping off the crowd. Come on, we got to talk about it a little bit. I know you're avoiding the conversation, guys.
No. He's on my winner and loser of the week. I am. This will be a deep dive in Gino. So let's save that thought, Brian. I literally have video ready to go when it comes to Gino here. So we will get into Balbino. That's why he's specially being saved for loser of the week. But Brian, are you an Eagles fan now? I would think you'd be very happy. Are you not happy? I mean, you seem like you're like, that's all right. I want the Eagles to do all right. Come on, what's going on here? I thought you'd be fired up that the Eagles lost.
Yes, I'm happy that they lost. I mean, come on. I mean, you avoided this Raiders topic. Come on.
It's coming. Don't worry about it. We got it going. The big loser of the week is coming.
Brady won Ben Johnson, not Pete Carroll.
I would love that Ben Johnson. I mean, that'd be fine. But again, the Raiders have no offense, so it doesn't matter who they have as the quarterback there. But Eagles.
Even though Connell wasn't going to lure them to Oakland.
The Eagles are falling apart, though. They do have that vibe of a team that.
And Chip Kelly was purposely botching plays. I mean, only in Vegas.
Do you think he was in a poker ring? There were some guys that had money on it. They were up there. There were some guys that were mafia members that were in the state. I was talking about that with this guy yesterday. I went to the Cal game with Brian. If you do want to talk Raiders, and he was talking about how he worked in Oakland doing like working at like a car dealership. And so like they had to deal with Raiders players and all that type of stuff. And he was like, he was going over, he was saying like how the guy's like, yeah, I need a car right now. And the guy's like, all right. So he's like, well, I don't really have much available. So he just brings over this random car. And I guess it was Carson Palmer coming in for the physical. And I'm like, how do you have Enterprise deliver a car to your team? And like, the way he told me the story and how botched some of the stuff was. And the guy's like, don't tell anybody about Carson Palmer. I'm like, I mean, this is the organization they have. It's like a Fruit Loops organization. There's no like rhyme or reason for anything. They just bring in human beings. We're like, you have a beautiful face. You have a good name. We're going to pay you this amount of money. You don't have to do much. Tom Brady, you can still even do games all you want. Like, or whatever the situation. That's all they do. And so, like, I just thought it was funny when he's telling me this story. I'm like, this is why this organization sucks. And this is just like the smallest little thing in the world. They have no first class at all with them, with anything. It's insane how bad they are with it. So, Chip Kelly, good riddance, Tyler. Good riddance. The highest paid offensive coordinator in the business. Goodbye.
You know, it's wild. I heard was it basically a stat, I guess you want to call it. The Raiders had 3 offensive players that were making more money than Chip Kelly. Gino Smith, Ashton Genty by like 0.1, and then I forget the other guy, but I was just like, it's not good.
Not good at all. Not good at all. Did you see the last 20 years for Raiders fans? It's on I posted it. We'll go over the whole thing, but tough record there by coaches. The only guy with a winning record, or I guess there's 2 technically. It was Rich Biosca. How do you say his last name?
Bisaccia,
7-5 in that short stint, and then Jack Del Rio, 25-23, and then the Raiders thought it'd be a good idea to get rid of him. So that's where they were at with everybody else is way below 500. So Chip Kelly gone, Gino flipping off fans. But we'll see. He's still going to be out there today, or slinging it, Brian. He's still going to be out there versus Mr. Harbaugh, slinging that football around, giving the ball to the other team as much as he possibly can. That's the goal today.
I'll laugh so much. Like, I'll laugh so hard if we have like, I don't know, 25 points, because they said we scored less than 10 points 4 times this year, 10 or less, which is pretty hard to do. Gino obviously leads the league in interceptions right now, I believe, with 13. It's just not good right now. Brock Bowers is, thankful he's actually, that's probably him and Genty. People, you can't even judge him. I mean, he gets hit back,
Blue 42 said,
one and a half yards before. It's insane. You can't run. It's literally like you can't get a running start. The offensive line is just absolutely terrible. All 5 positions. Brian probably could play offensive line for this team.
wow, compliment.
Jackson, Powers, Johnson.
Where would he fit in? Left guard, Johnson? Where do you see him at? Left tackle? Can he get out wide? there?
He might be a 3rd string tight end.
There's no way I would put a read.
Brian's like, I refuse the contract. I do not. I will not.
We're not taking this beating for the Raiders.
But it's always a cheap shot for Casey to be.
It's kind of like you can play in the NFL. That sounds like a compliment.
CNN McClung, Casey to Brian.
Hey, just for that attitude, Brian, you've been cut from the team, and you haven't been on the roster.
What do you think of the Cowgirls? That was other time. I mean, I got a little NFL stuff here. I thought, are they back? Are Jay's Cowboys? Are they making a run here? I mean, is George Pickens Jerry Rice now all of a sudden? Like, what is going? Like, he's been unreal. I mean, is it CD Lamb that's next to him? That's the main reason. But literally when you're watching him, he's kind of jumping off the screen. Like, he's not just like catching and falling down. He's making good runs after. He's jumping over guys. He's breaking tackles. Like, Tyler, I'm like, this is the guy that the Steelers thought they were probably getting.
But I don't even blame the Steelers situation for him, because he was always making great catches when he was throwing the ball. They just didn't have it. You had Mason Rudolph and Kenny Pickett's nose throwing him the ball.
Good old
Rudolph. You have a capable quarterback who could put up numbers like Dak, and then you surround him by CeeDee Lamb, and I'm not surprised at all by how well George Perkins has played. I thought this was who he was when he was on the Steelers. If he had anybody with any idea outside of Art Smith and those bum quarterbacks throwing him the ball and getting him the ball. He was always talented.
Do you think they're gonna make a little run here? Can they
No,
catch
I
the
don't
Eagles?
think so. I think the defense still sucks, and I think Dak will turn the ball over. The big drop pick against did they play? The Chiefs dropped one early in the game for like his second pick. I don't know. I think Dak is they're like turnover prone to go on too long of a successful game win season. Like,
Man,
before he
I
blows it.
will say, the trade Jerry Mays looking pretty good right now. Williams is a beast. Quentin
Jerry,
Williams.
did you call him Jerry Mays?
No, Jerry, the decision he made.
Oh, yeah, to not keep Parsons though.
I mean, just that guy is amazing as a defensive tackle. He's been like a monster for him. I mean, it makes a huge difference if like you just have a really good defensive tackle. Like it really does. Like it's just like, all right, like 2 yards a rush instead of like 4. It's a big difference. Like
I kind of want the Raiders to get that guy from Ohio State for that reason. If they play that the Pat Williams or something like that, I'm like, that's a good defensive tackle name too.
In the middle. Like, you can't run. It's like
good old Pat Williams. Let's get Pat Williams right in there, right in the middle there. He's gonna stop everything, John.
No, it's great to have fatties that are good.
It makes such a difference. Like that's why the Bucks are always like kind of decent as they beat a Bay. The guys you can't run there. It's just you gotta go somewhere else.
So Cowboys making a little run. Let's see if I can get Johnson excited with this one. The Chiefs lose. Then at least on that one, Brian. I mean, come on. Are they not making the playoffs? The Ravens are 6-6. The Bills are. I mean, the 3 teams we thought were the favorites in the AFC. They're hindering a little here. But let's start with the Kansas City Andy Reids and the referees. What did you think of? They went down. Is the season over? Is it over for the Chiefs, Johnson?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look good because the 3 teams that are the wild card already have tiebreakers against them. So it's not looking good for the Chiefs right now.
Not good indeed. Everybody love it, right? A little smile when the Chiefs. I mean, is everybody a little tired of them? No, everybody.
Absolutely.
I just think it would be different if you didn't have them in the playoffs. A little bit more exciting.
A little bit more exciting. The Chiefs fans would disagree with that, but with you. Patriots Broncos is definitely a little different for sure. That with it. So Tyler, it's kind of weird though. All 3 teams are not playing well.
No, it's shocking. Like
Ravens played well and then they lost. Obviously, the Bengals.
They played okay. You would never have guessed that it'd be New England, Denver, and Indianapolis at the top of the AFC before the season started. Maybe Denver, someone might get a little excited for. But New England and Indianapolis, it's crazy. But there's still teams that I think Pittsburgh's on free fall. Jacksonville stinks. They shouldn't be as high as they are. Houston could lose just based on how bad their offense can be at times. Kansas City, I have a feeling, will find their way somehow back in this playoffs. It's just the luck they have.
Roger. Does Roger get involved? Roger down.
Taylor Swift's going to start showing up to more games.
Taylor Swift on the phone. Get this team in the playoffs.
Now, do you want me to perform ever in the Super Bowl?
I'm not marrying a loser.
I don't care about his podcast. I don't care about it. He's like, that's hilarious. All right, so those are some of my NFL things. I saw Rodgers is back as well.
The Chiefs are done, but Mahomes is still amazing.
And the Bills are a weird one for me too, though. The Bills are kind of a weird. The Bills are a weird team for me right now too. Like, I mean, the Texans just abused. I think that's gonna be a while to get that out of my head. There is him just getting absolutely just destroyed every snap by. But I mean, if that literally was Geno Smith, I think the Texans would have had 15 sacks. Josh Allen alone saved 7 sacks in that game. So, well, NFL Johnson. Today as well. And then what's the Monday night? Is it a bad one? It's Giants
versus Patriots.
Oh, all right. A little there we go. A little Super Bowl. Speaking of Eli Manning.
Art is back.
Yep. That makes it a little bit more watchable. So we'll have him in the game there too. All right. So that's
Does Eli get inducted this week and he shows up at halftime?
On the road, on the road, he just shows up to the Patriots game. That'd be great if he did that. All right, so that's kind of where we're at a little bit with with the Raiders there, the Niners, and with NFL a little bit. I thought my last thing with the Raiders was just I saw a lot of video of Antonio Brown saying, not Antonio Brown, Antonio Pierce saying, if I was the coach, we would have took Sanders, and I just thought that was funny. I was like, dude, it wouldn't have mattered. It wouldn't have mattered. It wouldn't have mattered at all. So
when you hear him talk on CBS, he just sounds like that. It's like a bitter divorce between him and the Raiders.
I think and the one thing I would try to when I listen to him, it's funny when you hear him talk. He's like, we were here, and I'm like, your offense sucked, buddy. Like it was, you know what I mean? Like I'm not saying it was he would have done he probably would have had 4 wins this year. But my point is, it's not like they weren't great with him, and I'm always trying to remind. I'm thinking that when he's talking, I'm like, buddy, you weren't 8-2.
You want to know some of the most depressing news when the you're like, oh, or great news, Chip Kelly fired, and then I'm like, all right, let's see who takes over, and then it's like Olsen will take over for his 3rd stint for the Raiders. I'm like, well, we sucked for it. This isn't good. I don't want this guy back again. You got fired twice for a reason. Why are we bringing back the same guy?
That's good. All right, so that's the thing with the Raiders, bringing back retreads consistently with our team. It's just nothing to it. I'm waiting for Rod Woodson to be our safeties coach for the 9th time before he gets there. This was Jimmy Butler this week on the Warriors after they go to 10-10. We don't box out. We don't go with the scouting report. We let anybody do whatever they want. Open shots, get into the paint, free throws. It's just sad, Jimmy says right now, sitting 10-10. Tyler tweeting below, we should have blew it up earlier, like he said last week on the pod. The sky is falling. They do beat the Pelicans last night in a real barn burner. I heard 104-96. Sounds terrible. Mr. Alvarado helped us out. I saw going 1 for 10 from the field, and the Warriors.
I saw a Warriors headline on ESPN. They do have enough space to sign Seth Curry. So
let's go. That's what we need. The brother-to-brother connection. That's the championship core we've been waiting for. That's the defense that we need. That way,
Curry squared.
They're gonna bring them all in. We're gonna get them all. I mean, we talked a lot NFL, so I don't want to spend too. We'll get in the Warriors another week a little bit more, but again, the little, Curry obviously out for a week too. That sucks. That's actually the most disappointing thing of the whole thing with it. So they just can't win right now. T.
They're not very good. I mean, Draymond Green tried to give everything Frank Alvarado did right back with his performance. Last night.
Or at least box score.
0 for 9 from the field, 0 for 7 from 3. Yeah, it was great. 2 points. Great stuff. Good stuff, Dre. You played defense. You tried hard. I appreciate it.
So that's it. Nothing with Butler. You're not worried.
I mean, Butler. I mean, he's frustrated. I would be too if we were 10-10 and I came to this team and gave my last call. I mean, he's getting paid. I don't know. Get rid of the whole team. They're so bad. They're not. They're literally mediocrity at its best. They're old, so there's no upside to this team. And they're not going to stay healthy for a whole 82 plus playoffs, and they're not going to win 4 straight playoff series. They're not going to win 2 straight playoff series.
Draymond was
what
2
for?
for 2 from the free.
Great stuff.
He was 100%.
That's how he got his 2 points.
About the Warriors' end of the season or the San Francisco Giants?
That's a good question.
Probably the Warriors. They'll be in the playoff hunt at least.
Because thank God they have 10 teams, Brian. In the
They'll half the league next year.
And baseball had 10 teams. I think everybody be in there too. So, anyways, just a quick thought there. Then, Case, any quick thought on the Warriors there?
Pajenski's terrible. Never plays
15 last night. 15 last night.
Yeah, you don't watch the games though. That's the thing.
I didn't watch last night. I did not.
I'm not saying that you don't watch the games, but it's if you just watch all you just can't.
How do you watch Draymond and be like, this is good stuff?
No, I'm not saying that Draymond played a great game at all, but it's just yeah, he had 15, and it's like Bob Fitzgerald. Pajenski's having a great second half. He's 3 of 8 with 10 points, and I'm like, that's not a great second half. That's you had come on, man. It's just we're seeing you. Tyler, you brought up a good point. It's you see what you want to see sometimes, right? And the Warriors are just a mirage of they have all these talented guys, but then you watch them play compared to the Thunder, and I know the talent level, but it's just like how fast they're moving, the ball movement. Like there's not any defensive mistakes. They're all like on a string, and it's like when you don't have 5 guys bought in, it's like it looked like they're playing man when 2 guys are playing zone. Like it's like stuff like that, and like Butler's like looking around like who the hell's on him, and it's like
I can't do everything.
It's frustrating to watch because I mean you guys know like if you have 4 guys invested on defense and there's 1 guy that just doesn't care, it messes up the whole thing. Like it doesn't matter. You know what I mean?
Are we
And
blaming Kuminga again? It was Kuminga. I saw he was back. Are we blaming Kuminga?
I mean, he's playing like just the guy that has talent. It's not like he doesn't look. No one looks invested into the team. Like the guys that look invested, honestly, are Butler, Draymond, Curry, and it looks like those are the only 3 guys.
And Moody. I like Moody. He's invested.
No, I like Moody. And last night was kind of cool, actually. Like last night was cool to see the ovation for Kevon Looney.
I was gonna ask, did he get a little love last night? Did he
Yeah,
get
a lot of
Kevon, Statue Looney? Did he get a little? Casey, this is the Pelicans lineup last night. You had Zion, Derek Queen, Bay, Bryce McGowan, Jeremiah Fears, Looney, Misi, Alvarado, and Jake Peavy's son, Micah. That was your lineup. That was your lineup for the Pelicans that they ruled out there yesterday. That's a bad NBA lineup. I mean, I know Bay's killed the Warriors in the past, but my God, that doesn't sound like intimidating by any means at all. So, and then I was watching. Yeah, what was that?
I was like, it was a hot ticket.
Yeah, that probably still was like $400 for each ticket. I just gotta say this before we get to winners and losers, where I know we will have a little bit more discussion before we get out of here. I think I'm back a little bit with college basketball. I think I'm invested a little bit, Johnson. It's kind of random. Like I feel like I was thinking about this.
I feel like last year we were like ripping on the sport like no tomorrow.
It was bad. Some of the games were not very good last year, but I kind of took my time, watched a little bit more this year, enjoyed some of the random games that they've had. They've had some good early matchups. And I was thinking, like, have I turned on the NIL when it comes to basketball? Because, yes, I did enjoy the guys staying with every other year too, but for just the sake of basketball, it's kind of like you get a whole different team the next year, and it's like, all right, maybe this team will be good actually this year, and this team will suck. I mean, like I'm watching Cal versus UCLA. I'm like, they actually got some talent this year. They got Scotty's kid, Brian, at point guard, Mr. Pippin's kids down there. This guy Ball was unbelievable. So I'm watching them play a little bit. Watched little Duke, Arkansas as well. Watched a little what was Pittsburgh and Ohio State came down to a buzzer beater. I was watching that game. So I don't know, Tyler. I might be. There's no dominant team. It feels like. So maybe that's what makes it better. I was looking at who will be the top picks next year. 15 of the 16 were all freshmen. That's the early projections. So that tells you where there's a lot of evenness with it. I think but I'm kind of enjoying it. Your boys, Arizona, look unreal.
Yeah, they've done their thing. They played Florida, UConn, UCLA. They play Alabama, and Auburn. Their next 2 games. Arizona's made the early part of this season a lot of fun for me, especially coming off undefeated. Yeah.
Have they played Cal Poly yet? That's what we want.
They played their usual Northern Arizona.
That's always good.
I like how I saw yesterday. It said the Wildcat Invitational. Just they host their own tournament.
The Wildcat Classic.
They used to have the Cal. They used to have the Bear Classic.
The Maria Correa Puma Classic.
That's it. The Puma Classic.
As bad as that team was, they shouldn't have
we'll take. You got to pay to play in the tournament. We'll host you, but we just got to call it.
We'll set one good team at the third last.
Call it Coach Pat Ryan Invitational.
That's too much credit, Brian. We don't want to give Patrick that much. We don't want to give him his own invitational. Yeah, I saw that. So, anyways, I'm enjoying a little college basketball early on. I know it was what was the game I was watching the other day? Illinois, UConn. I was like, God, that guy at Illinois looks familiar. And I look it up, and he played for UConn last year. I'm like, it's free out, wheeling and dealing in this sport now. We're moving on.
Peja Stojakovic is on his 3rd team in 3 years at Illinois.
God, I don't understand that. I would not be a fan of
It
that.
was hella funny. I went over to the house and your son was there, Xavier, and he was helping put up the Christmas tree and all that stuff. And I was like, all right, and he's like, put it on the game, and I was like, that's like halftime. He's like, no, it's not. I'm like, trust me, I've been doing this for 30 years. I know how long halftime is. And so we're like watching the Florida game, and I mean, literally, like the first play is like this, like Xavier Lee for Florida. He looks like your son Xavier, and
Oh yeah,
and
I know what you're talking about.
he does this crossover. The white guy goes from like
Oh yeah,
out, like almost to the 3-point line to the key and falls backwards, and he makes the three. And I was like, "Oh, that's you right there." He goes, "No, that's me." And I was like,
Did you see that too, Tyler? He crossed
No.
him up. I'll get it up.
Oh
he
my
crossed
God.
him up. Right. He
No,
got
like-
it pretty good.
8 feet backwards. It was insane. Like
No,
that
it
just-
was a pretty disgusting crossover on that one. He got it pretty good on that. All right, so that's our little my kind of thing on college basketball. Kind of was thinking about that this week too, just enjoying some of the games with Thanksgiving and all that good stuff with it. So, Brian, you want to get us started out with a little winners and a little losers there?
I'll start out with the losers. I got a couple. I got Anthony Rendon. The Angels should call the FBI for how as much of fraud as he's been to the Angels. It was a perfect video. It said Anthony Rendon is calling a shot that he actually did that. It got called out for a third strike, and they went. This is his era with the Angels. He's been absolutely terrible. No effort. He's had a terrible attitude. It's just goodbye, Anthony Rendon. Hopefully, we never see you again.
Brian, I think that's a great call. Maybe that's a loser of what I mean. That got to be one of the worst contracts ever given out in baseball in terms of production back as well. I mean, honestly, and he was a good player. That's the thing that was odd about it, right? He was like one of the best third basemen, if not the best third baseman, for a couple of years there. That's the oddest thing about this move. Tyler, don't you think? I mean, he was so bad with the Angels. People forget he actually was pretty good with the
Oh, he was unreal in the
Nationals.
Nationals. He was
Well,
great.
yeah.
Great defender. I think he led the league in hitting, won a batting title.
I was going to look
They
up
won
the stats.
they won a World Series championship. Yeah, I mean, I was shocked that this was one of their better contracts as far as like when it initially happened, as far as like Josh Hamilton, Pujols,
Yeah.
and Rendon. The Rendon one just didn't work. All three didn't work out, but this one specifically didn't work out.
He finished 5th, 6th, 11th, and 3rd with the Nationals MVP voting. His last year he finished 3rd, and then he finished 10th with the Angels, but that was COVID year, so they only played like 50 games. So I guess they got the COVID year out of him. He played well that year. He played well, and then he went to crap after that. So yeah, that's a good call on that one, Johnson. He was absolutely awful on that. Here's the crossover real quick, Casey had that he wanted me to get up here for the play.
Another chance for the Gators. And this was the loose balls that King English was bothered by yesterday. Breaking ankles, pulling down.
Oh, Xavier Breyer with the 3. Like, that's what knocks it down. That's a good loser of the week.
It's Xavier.
Case, where do you want to go loser of the week?
It's gonna be fun to do this one. I'm gonna go the Chiefs. Man, it's fun to watch them lose. Just anytime it's a great. It's the closest I get to winning as an NFL franchise. It's just like getting to see them just a little bit miserable. And then the turkey tastes a little bit better, and Brock Purdy, man, just did not look good either. That's definitely loser of the week. 3 interceptions. Hopefully, he can bounce back for the Niners, but just he's just got to get rid of those floaters over the middle. That's just one of his key weaknesses. But those are my losers of the week.
Loader McGee. Kurt Warner said
I
that.
got one more. Casey, lights out. You're done, buddy. Better
Lights
luck here.
Push-ups are coming. He's getting ready. He had the short sleeve. I saw earlier. Now he goes to the coat. I saw him the short sleeve with it. Tyler, what do you got for loser of the week?
I got the Eagles. They feel like they did 2 years ago. The offense is just you have Saquon Barkley, Devontae Smith, AJ Brown, and one of the best lines in the league, and this is what you're giving me. That's bad. I got BYU's coach complaining about older European players playing college basketball. That's a funny storyline. That is kind of interesting. You could go either way. Like, these guys already pros, 23. Yeah, so that's
weird.
loser or winner, whatever you want to put it. And then I have the Ole Miss Lane Kiffin situation. The Tulane coaches in the same situation as far as bowl games. The college year is just a weird thing. Obviously, this doesn't happen every year. Most coaches will just decide earlier, but it just coaches are made to look like a-holes, and the coaches are willing to look like a-holes. So it just adds up to this interesting situation we're in with Lane Kiffin right now.
Did you hear what Lane said about this situation, Tyler?
Yeah, something like he's going to pray and.
No, about the NIL. No. So basically, he was saying he's like, I in years past I feel bad, but these guys are NIL and they leave pretty much every year, so it's kind of like it's not like it was. It wasn't like before. If you were a coach and the guy committed, right? He was there for 3 or 4 years, so I guess that was his point where it's just like I don't. And that's Lane being Lane, but basically it's like everyone's a free agent every year, so there's not like where I'm holding the kid for 3 years because I chose to stay.
I almost meant an a-hole in a different way, in that he's going to have to like try and recruit these kids who are trying to play in a playoff game because he wants them to come to LSU with him, where he does have certain. I'm sure some of the kids he does like have this. They're good first off, so he wants them to stick around on his roster. But it just sucks that, like, for Ole Miss, like, you can't have him in your building recruiting his players like for an extra 3 weeks if he takes LSU job. But it sucks for the kids who are like now. We just had a 12-1 season, and now we're having some coach who's unready to coach. It stinks for everybody. It's awkward.
The dumb thing too, which I think what you're getting, like your point is actually pretty valid, Tyler, is when the committee's like, well, if Lane Kiffin, leaves, then it might change their playoff seeding. I'm like, that's bull. Like, you know what I mean? That's not fair.
That sucks too.
Like,
you're out of the playoffs. Lane's not there. See you later. I think Lane Kiffin's kind of this is just a typical Lane Kiffin scenario. He's kind of been a little bit of a snake a little bit. His career, I know he's kind of in a better spot with it, but when it comes to job and that kind of like, and I get it. Everybody can say, well, everybody's a dog. I get it. I'm not saying, I'm not blaming him, but this is not contrary of what his actions have been. I mean, this is what he does. He goes to places, he leaves places, he leaves people. He's got a great chance here in LSU to make the playoffs, to win a championship. But instead of focusing on that, he's worried about LSU and there. And like Ole Miss will probably pay him a good amount of money. I think they're probably going to probably almost match it, anything he gets, I would think.
But he got them through the season, and they went 12-1. It's not like
LSU that special. Is LSU?
They've won 3 championships, and they won one with Ed Orgeron, who's not a great head coach.
But he was in that one movie. He played a good season.
He's not a good head coach. He didn't get a job anywhere else.
A good partner with the kid there. What was that movie called?
I think the talent pool in Louisiana is a lot deeper than Mississippi.
The Blind Side?
The Blind Side, yeah, he's in The Blind Side. With Nick Saban, great part. Great
movie. And Lou Holtz.
I don't know. I think Lane Kiffin's big time loser of the week. I just think it's kind of just, I don't know. I don't like it. I don't necessarily blame him, but I don't like it. I mean, is he worse than Gino, though, flipping off a fan base? He did apologize this week, though, Brian. He came out and said, I would like to apologize to the fans. That's what he said. I thought
he'd do Conor McGregor. Absolutely no way. Gino Smith does what the F he wants.
I will do what I want. Oh, my gosh. Continues to be a train wreck of a season. And got to be his last season starting for sure. Anyway,
I don't know. He's still got another chunk of money coming next year, dude.
How can you run him out again next year? All right, we're building off a 2-15 start. We're building off that 2-15 start for the 36-year-old veteran or whatever it is.
After watching, I'm not taking Mateer from Oklahoma. I'm not taking any of these quarterbacks. They don't look good. I mean, I'm not saying they look like terrible, but I would go. Told Dad 7 offensive linemen. Round 1, round 2. You got to get one that. The odds got to be
going 7.
The most boring draft of all time.
We're going with only guys. That's the only guy we want there with it. So, Man, what Gino though, Brian, pathetic. I mean, you want me to talk about a little bit? I mean, everything you can do to be a loser on a team, he's doing it right now. Leading the league in interception, bad body language, bad press conferences, flipping off your fan base when you deserve to be flipped off. I don't. There's not much more to say than it's pathetic. The Pete Carroll thought position where I thought we're like, oh, he might get fired or he won't get fired. I think that's starting to become more of a reality. I think if he loses every game out, I think he's gone. I think that's for sure. I had no doubt about it there. So
he's probably like, man, these guys all suck. He's like, man, USC was better than this.
They're like, yeah, definitely. Brian, winner of the week, what you got?
I'm gonna go Joe Burrow, showing why he is the franchise quarterback with the Cincinnati Bengals. He shows up and a phenomenal performance against the Ravens, and a funny video of the week, like at the end when they're eating the food and there's some crab there, and he kind of sniffs it and goes no, and he throws it over there. So I thought that was kind of funny of Joe to do that.
That was actually funny. So that's a good winner of the week. Case, who do you got for winner?
I guess that guy actually ate the crab, though. No, you weren't supposed to eat that. He's like, oh, down if we get sick.
It's good effort. It's good effort.
Or the guy trying to talk with turkey in his mouth to the
freaking choking.
That'll dry up on you real quick.
I'll dry up on you real quick, no doubt about it. All right, Case, what do you got for winner of the week?
I was going to go with the Blue Jays, getting Dylan Cease. I think trying to run it back, get back to the World Series. $210 million. That is a very happy Thanksgiving for that family. So I think the Blue Jays are just trying to bolster and make another run towards that World Series. So I was like, man, it's kind of cool. I mean, take away from the fathers, the Padres a little bit, but I mean, God, it's crazy too. And another winner is, I did not know he was still in the league, but he's still doing it. Sonny Gray. I guess I was like, man,
Sonny Gray, he is.
They were showing his stats. The guy's been hella good. Like, I mean,
he was good last year.
3.59
the only guy to beat the Tigers.
Only guy. You know. No, he's been good, Case. Though I mean, I wouldn't say he's like if I did a little seventh inning video this Wednesday, and when I brought him up, I said it's a good trade. If he's your second guy, I'd be a little concerned if I was the Red Sox. But if they end up getting somebody else, he's their third or fourth, then they'll be in good shape with him there. I think the Cease one's interesting. I also said I've noticed, Tyler, with good pitchers that get, when most people say overpaid, they usually get 2 years more than they should. Like, C should probably get a 5-year deal at most, but they're like, all right, we don't want to deal with any offseason stress this year. We'll just overpay right now for the 2 years, and we'll just land them. So I think it gives them depth. We'll see. They got to do a little bit more. If they have him and Savage, though, that's a lot of Ks to bring to a postseason. But the only problem I always have with Cease is he never goes like 6 innings or more. It's like just, I don't know. So we'll see. That's my biggest issue. But I like the move for him. Brian, this guy I saw with winner of the week. Oh, good, Tyler, here just a sec. I saw was this guy that's in the white hockey uniform. But reminds me of if you're like online with Niners fans, this is like your dream situation. I feel like you're the guy in the white jersey here.
You best be ready for this one. Waiting for the first punch, and they both start throwing. Look at this, Caden Hammer gets the best of Alex Gallant. Are you not entertained?
Are you not? That's Brian, right? That's why I can see Brian online with these idiots, these guys, the fans on there. Oh, you're not entertained. Man, Tyler, that's what you wanted a boxing match, right? Every time me and you talk boxing, you're like, yeah, it's too boring. That's what John said. That's what Tyler.
Throw the haymakers.
I don't take the gloves off, knock each other out immediately.
Come on, Anthony Joshua, lay out ball.
I think I'm more like, remember the Summer Flame commercial when Brock Lesnar runs out into the ocean and F5's the shark.
The shark with it. Tyler, what do you got for winner of the week?
I got outdoor weather in football. The snow games are great. The one
Not a lot.
On Thursday night was it Thursday night? What was the snow game that was just on?
I'm
Like
talking about
NFL?
the
No, I don't know if it was college or NFL, but it was on
Yeah,
during
college.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, they had
Minnesota,
Illinois.
Nah, it was a good game.
Michigan,
We're all-
Ohio State.
Yeah, no, it was. I think it was the Baltimore Bengals game.
that rain, that snow
I
later
think
in
it's
that
got
game.
a little snow, and there's going to be weather today all over the Midwest and East Coast, which I enjoy. I know some people play in domes. It's more fair.
Come on,
I
be
don't.
fair.
I'm not a fan of that. Another winner is Jalen Johnson from the Hawks. This guy's a stud. He got a triple double the other day. Just underrated. Not enough people know who he is in the NBA. Diehard fans know who he is, obviously, but he's a stud. And then on Saturday, what a great sports night. Cal versus SMU, Sarks versus the Golden Knights, Warriors, Pelicans, Bama, Auburn. I had endless amounts of commercials to change and didn't have to miss it. I missed a little bit, but I didn't have to watch any commercials, which I always love.
There. I was freezing those tatas off in Berkeley. That's what it was cool. Derek, I want to wear shorts. I was like, I had a friend once go with me to an A's game. Right? Don't do it. Do not do it. And then Xavier's like, I'll just be fine with Crocs. I was like, you idiots. This is the Bay Area. And I'm like, I'm focused right now. That's good. My winner of the week is first of all, Joe Burrow coming back, making the Bengals definitely more entertaining. The Lakers, they went a court order to get the court removed, the NBA Cup. They don't have to have the silly logo. Luka said it got too slippery, so they got rid of that. We're going back to regular court basketball with the Lakers. No NBA Cup court. So well done, Luka. Way to win that. And then Cardinals, you talked about Burrow as well. Dick Fitz gets traded there in the deal. What a day. I mean, he's getting a lot of love this week for his name going to the Cardinals there. You just can't make that stuff up. Logan Tyler's like, grandmas are going to hate this name everywhere in St. Louis. It's like, maybe they'll embrace it though. Dick Fitz, and then he's like, I was like, are you kidding me right there? And then he's like, do you remember what their stadium's called? I was like, oh God. I was like, so I just thought that was great. I was like that, you can't make that stuff up. With the Cardinals, Busch Stadium real. I mean, serious. We got that. It's a lot there. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on with that name. So I thought that was kind of a funny thing this week. And then, so I thought the Burrow situation for me was a big one as well. Coming back. I just had a couple videos before I get out of here. I wanted to show you guys that kind of caught my attention. Brian, are you Joe Montana or Steve Young a little bit more? Which one do you want to go? Do I go Joe
Montana?
All right, so you want to go Joe Montana. Let's get Brian. This is old school in San Diego. The longest play of Joe Montana's career and Jerry Rice's career. This is old school Niners right here.
4:55 to play first quarter. From their own 4, the 49ers go back to work, and Montana back to throw. Got it, Jerry Rice wide open. That's all over. Ring the meter. 96 yards, and the 49ers strike just like that.
Gotta love a little Jerry when you can get him on the screen. A little Joe there to do it at the same time. So good luck today, Jonathan. Huh?
Those are my favorite Niner uniforms.
Oh, those are awesome. They finally wore their real ones. They finally wore their real ones on Monday night. It took them forever, Tyler.
I know. It's been a while. I think
that
was the first time all year. Been wearing white.
And then, Tyler, do you remember this play?
How do you
Each
forget?
team receives 2 timeouts.
I called
The
tails.
first team to score wins the game. We'll have a toss to determine who receives. Who will call it from Pittsburgh? Number 36, heads, tails, heads. Caller plays in the air. Heads is the call. He said heads. It's a tails.
What's the tail?
I was saying tails.
Jerome Bettis, he's still, what's going on?
You changing the head. Which way you want to go? Oh, man.
Well, that guy, I like that the ref was like, I'm doubling down. But could you imagine if he's like, that'd be so funny if he was like, what did you say? And the guy, he's like, tails. And he's like, tails. Like, I got it wrong. Tails was called. Could you? Like, that's like, you kind of had to dig in there. No? He had to kind of dig in there in that spot. So anyway, some funny videos to get out of here on a Sunday. Good show, guys. Enjoy the game today versus the Browns. And is that an afternoon game or morning?
10 a.m.
All right. Enjoy, boys.